Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave.
James.
And I'm Dirk.
And today we are trying our second attempt at the Feast of Hemlock Vale. So this would be the prologue and prologue for day one. So if you want to see like campaign setup and the rules of prologue, please watch the campaign one video. Because we're not going to go over that on this video. But all right, hope we do better this time.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's investigate the table. Okay, so we're at the table. Um, if you want to see the description of all the pre steps and what the preludes work, please see the other video.
But just that first one.
Just that part. You can stop when it looks like this, I guess.
No, if you want to see something maybe that's good for a laugh.
Actually, the prologue we did pretty good.
We did pretty good prologue, but we got embarrassed in the first
first
day.
Yeah. But, so, anyways, this is try two. So, take two, click. So, for those who aren't going to watch the video, I guess, so this is sort of a little setup. This is a little setup. We have 3 turns that we can explore the town before we go. Any cards that we play out, we get to keep 1 asset, and any money that we earn over excess will get dipped down to this. So if you have less than 5 money when we start the first mission, if you end up with $3, you have $3 when that scenario starts. If we get a clue, because there's this 1 clue here on the board, we get to keep it, and if we get to keep the money up to the starting, and we get to keep our hand size up to the starting, but will not be mulliganing when we do day 1. All that kind of preliminary stuff is done during this prologue.
And I don't remember, is that information you learned before,
Yeah, no,
we know it because we've done it?
No, it's in the playing preludes.
Okay.
So yeah, if people want to see the details on that, please see that other video. Okay, but for this, so we got the veil here. So skull is minus X. X is the current day number. So we are on day 1. We have no cultists, we have no tablets, and we have no squids in the deck right now. We actually have no auto fail either, which is nice.
That's a scary thought.
But we have no encounter deck either. So we basically have 3 turns to talk to the town, folks, is basically what this prelude is set up. Okay, welcome to Hemlock Vale. The Miskatonic survey is staying in Hemlock Vale and making preparations for today's expedition. The more the locals trust you, the better you will understand the nature of Hemlock Vale. First, when you draw a weakness, cancel its revelation effect and discard it. So during this prologue, it's just kind of ramping up a little bit, I guess, in a way. Dawn of the first day. The village breams with excitement. Children play along the roadside wearing animal masks, while others hang gaudy flowers on eaves and along fences. Investigators cannot take damage or be defeated. Objective. Befriend the locals and prepare for your first survey. Refer to the rules on page 6 for more information on preludes.
So he can't be defeated. Yeah, that's the last time you're going to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that we'll do better than we did on campaign 1. All right. So we start here at the commons. So the commons is 2 shroud, 0 clues. As an action, someone can ask the locals about the veil. We'll read that. And then as a lightning, if there's exactly 1 or 2 investigators in the game during your turn, you can move. So basically the lightning action's turned off since there's 3 of us. But someone can spin an action to ask the locals about the veil.
Okay.
All right. So then we draw our opening hand and do the mulligan.
Okay, so I am going to mulligan a copy of Peter. I think.
Ooh.
You know what?
I have lots of.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna.
Or mulligan 2 merch.
Anything that I don't think. I actually think I have one of the cards that I really want to keep in my opening or that I want to carry over. So I'm going to mulligan pretty much everything else, just so I can see if there's anything better that comes up. I'm just keeping 1 card.
Mulliganing 4 cards as well.
Okay,
that's not supposed to be in my deck. That's right.
Okay, so nope. All right. I just got a bunch of skill cards then on the mulligan. And another card that's
Yeah, those cards aren't supposed to be.
not that big of a deal to me.
Okay.
Ooh, but the skill cards actually might be helpful. Because the double resources on everything and... Oh, no, they're not. Not with what I got.
Okay, well, Dr. Milan wins, I think.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he'd be a good one for you.
Yeah. Yep. Strange solution. That's not a bad to get that recorded in the campaign log early. Yes, please.
You think you're going to be able to pull it off? What
Yeah, all I do is test book 4.
Okay. Just one time or?
Yep.
Yeah, get that thing done.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna, for right now, I've got my Relic Hunter, my In the Thick of It, and my Pocket Multi-Tool upgrade here, which has no upgrades on it currently. But if I need to move those for space, I'll move them off, but that's currently.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have my turn all picked out.
I got the one card I care about, so I'll do that, and then I'm going to start moving around.
I'll go first, I guess.
What's the ability do for where we're at? I forget. The clearing?
You can read a codex. The
Just the locals about the Vale, Codex 10.
constant action and the lightning action we can't do. That's to allow you to move if we have less than two or less investigators. Okay, I'm going to spend 4 for Dr. Milan. I'm going to spend 1 for the strange solution. That's all my money. And then I'm going to test 4 books. So I currently am a 5 to 4.
Wait. Books?
Yeah.
What does this give you if you have 2?
I get to record my campaign log that I've identified the solution so I can get the upgrades. And I get to draw 2 cards. I do not control. Is that a science? Oh, that is a science asset. So when I control a science asset, I get +1. So I'm
You
gonna
get 2.
you give me 2.
Yeah, I was going to use that for talking to one of the people, but that sounds like that'd be a really good one for you.
Well, I'm putting everything I can into making sure I don't fail. So there is a -4 in there, right?
Yes, there is.
Correct.
Okay, so
You're at a +3 right now.
So I'm at a +3. I'm going to make it a +5. So I'll get the draw.
Hold on, let me see if I've got it. Wait. You know what? I can do it a different way then. Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll commit just 1 then because that still puts you at a 4. But you're still going to pass if you draw that -4.
Right.
And then I can keep the unexpected courage for something else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
So I get to draw 3 cards, basically. 1, 2, 3, and I have identified the solution.
It's Dr. Pepper.
Just make it a little bit of thickness in there. So here we go.
Want something that I don't want to write on there.
I didn't hit anything when I put the book on the keyboard, did I?
I don't know.
Okay. No. Okay. We're going to need this.
We're going to need it
right here. I'll keep it right here.
All right. So that is my 3 actions. So I am done. That will be good for the campaign.
Okay. Do you already know what you're going to do?
Go ahead.
I did not
How
draw
many actions?
this.
What do you? I'm just wondering because I'm going to play one thing and then I'm free to do actions, so I can do that and move on. Or if you, depending on if you're moving on what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go.
So you are moving. Okay, I'll go ahead and do them. So I'm going to spend 1 to get my fire axe out. That's the only thing I actually care about at the moment. And then
Give me the book.
let's see, what do we got here? Where?
Pat's General Store.
I don't care about
Yeah.
the general store at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. The general store.
I think that. Oh, I
Let's you.
dig for an item.
I really got the one that I wanted. I don't care about that at the moment. Let's see. See, there's the.
Pick one. I mean,
Let me go to
we
Go to comments.
want to hit every one if we can.
Can I go straight? I
No, you cannot.
can't get there.
You
Oh,
can-
I shouldn't. Well, let's go to the general store then, and I'll start heading down.
Are you going to head down or are you going to do the parlay action here?
Well, what is it?
You haggle for goods and chat with the locals. Codex 14.
don't know if I care about chat. No, I'm going to go down.
That's your turn.
What does that do for do that?
You inspect the community hall and check out the local delivery service, Codex 16.
Okay, I'll do that one.
I'll go ahead and get out the Blessed Blade and move down to the boarding house. And I do Codex 9.
Okay. The boarding house. Blossoming garlands hang from every eave of the boarding house. A succulent smell wafts out of the front door. Meat pies and beer brewing. The prospector introduces herself as Ms. Obsted and offers you a room. I keep my eye on happenings around here. If you want to know what folks getting up to in the Vale, I'm happy to help. Um, when you ask about the beer, she waves one hand dismissively. Don't bother reporting me to the prohibitionists. We keep our own rules in Hemlock Isle, she tells you. Then giving a sidelong look at the porch. That is, unless someone gets their way. You look in on the porch to see a gorgeous figure with skin the color of umber. They wear a trendy dress with a white gold veil cloak tossed casually over their shoulder as they embroider a floral patterns on the round frame. Bertie sheepishly questions them, holding up a few photographs and sketches of the sample that drew you here. You may either draw a card or gain a resource.
Draw a card.
Okay. Search for River Hawthorne
River Hawthorne.
and put them into play at the boarding house.
So while you control River Hawthorne, you get +1 willpower. As a parley action, test either willpower or intellect. If you 3, if you succeed, read 5. And she has this. So they all have a force that is what? Well, no, I guess not all of them. It looks like a couple of them don't. Most of them have a force that after they're defeated, you set them aside out of play, and in the campaign log, you decrease your relationship. But you have to control them before they can be defeated.
Right. Okay. And that was all 3 of us.
Yep.
Okay, so that was turn 1. So we get a bucket of card. I really hope I get my money back.
Fuck. And a card. Where's Paul? So discard cards to the top of the encounter deck until an
Yep.
enemy is
Ignore
discarded.
the weakness.
So
Ignore weaknesses.
you just ignore them all
Yep.
together?
Yep.
All right, discard.
But you basically don't get to draw a card effectively.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. We got a Doom. Turn 2.
I'm going to do the general store thing a little bit. I'm going to do whatever that is over there.
You inspect the community hall and check out the local delivery service, 16.
16. Very last one. The comments. Welcome to the Vale. A young woman with a bob cut greets you as you enter through the double barn doors. It has been long since we had visitors. One thing you got to know about the Vale is what we do most everything in the comments. I know Sister Leah is planning a community dance tomorrow evening. Hey, Gideon. No smoking inside, the woman barks as the old man in a long blue sailor's coat in the corner. He stands up and hobbles outside, grumbling. You notice the corkboard on the back wall is pinned with children's drawings of plants and birds with extra teeth, eyes, and limbs. The woman breaks your focus. If you ever want to call for anyone back on the mainland, or send a gift to a special someone in the village, I'm your girl. You can call me Martha Jean. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for an ally card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Did you find Paul?
You didn't have Paul.
No, but I found Petey.
Then search the set aside resident. Encounter set for Gideon Mura and put
Mr.
him into
Okay.
play.
And he is, while you control him, you have one additional accessory slot. Parlay as two actions to parlay and read 6.
Okay,
So,
so there's 2 actions left.
You know what? Let's do this. Let's talk to the old sailor man. Too bad I'm not Silas. We'd have something to talk about.
All right, Gideon Mira. You're no good, Martha Jean, mumbles the old man. He regards you wearily until you mention coming from Arkham. Might have been some 30 years back I sailed past a queer light beneath the Missatonic River. The old sailor's story quickly meanders into 5 other less interesting tales. But you listen till the end. When you ask about local points of interest, he replies, look out. You won't take 5 steps out of the veil before something bites you. Draw 3 cards.
Okay.
Increase his relationship level. So in the log here, we've got the different people, and we can mark the relationships. So Gideon is +1 now. Okay. And that's your 3 actions.
All right.
All right. So I'll just do this since I'm still here. What number is that?
Does he stay there or does he go away?
He stays there.
Okay.
But you've already talked to him.
Yeah.
So number 10. Mine is number 10. The crossroads. Dozens of workers bustle around the base of a large tree in the center of the crossroads. The many faces of the tree leers down at you with myriad expressions, some laughing, others pinched in grief or terror. Each expression is grotesquely exaggerated. When you ask one of the nearby carpenters about the tree, they pause to consider their words. This tree is an effigy, a likeness of, well, maybe it's best to think of it as a heavenly spirit, the same spirit that lives on in each of us. The foreman tells you they will have to work through the night in anticipation of rain tomorrow. As you watch them work, one carpenter trips and falls. Theo runs over from his truck and picks her up as she clutches her eye and laughs hysterically. I may either draw a card or gain a resource. Well, I'll gain a resource, I guess. I need my money back. Search the set aside residence encounter set for Theo Peters and put him into play the crossroads. Asset side up.
There's Theo.
So Theo is as an action, choose and discard X cards from your hand, where X is the current day number to parlay. Okay, I can do that. So my second action, I will do that. I will discard. I can only get 1 asset, so there's no reason to hold on to that. So I will discard hyper awareness, I guess. Read Codex 8. Theo Peters. Hold on, Theo says to the worker, pressing a cold cloth to her forehead. After another pained laugh, she passes out. You ask, then what happened? It's kind of a heart stroke, except more like you sort of work yourself into a good mood, and then it's, well, he sighs. I don't really know what it is. Sometimes people just get sick. Several locals carry the worker away to a nearby shed. After some banter, you ask Theo about any good areas to survey local wildlife in Hemlock Vale. He smiles broadly. My sisters and I have the biggest horseshoe crab on Alcuin's shoreline. I don't know if it's still there, but I swear it was the size of a buggy. I have some family business in Alquan if you want to tag along today. You may immediately move to any location. Oh, okay, I'll move there. Um, and increase Theo Peters' relationship level. All right, so I find Theo Peters. And my third action, well, I didn't think I'd get it this turn, but I'll get the clue. Um, I have a science or two. I do. So I am currently a 5, 7 to 2. So that plus 5. I really want that clue. That is a minus 1, 1. Okay, so I pass and I get a buck from Dr. Milan. All right.
And then read Codex 12.
Oh, because I cleared the clue. Awesome. The old mill. Dr. Marquez leans precariously on her cane as she takes samples of serious various wildflowers around the mill. Take a look at this. The professor holds out a sample that looks like a blend of brilliant violet, trillium, and lupion flowers spliced as at the stem. It's similar to the strange blossom that prompted the survey, monopetical with dozens of different expressions, but no evidence of grafting. It grew naturally. You ask how this is possible, and the professor grins. It isn't, which is certainly why this survey is going to make my career. As you leave Dr. Marquez to her sample collecting, you spot a sturdy, well-built woman in overalls working the field. I may either draw a card to gain a resource. Well, not the resource. Uh, Search the set-aside residence encounter set for Leah Atwood and put her into play at the old mill.
There's Leah. Oh, Leah is, while you control her, you get +1 fight. As an action, parlay, test strength 2. If you succeed, read 2.
All right.
Me?
Yep.
That'll be you.
Alrighty. I am going to parlay with with River. So I'm going to do will. So to my 4 will, I'm adding in guts because it takes a lot of courage to talk to strangers. Ooh, just enough. So, 5.
5. Okay. 5. River Hawthorne. I'm friends with the great profile. You may know him as John Barrymore. We met at a plaza in Rome. Utter serpidity. River bubbles on as they chat with Bertie. Although my last name is Hawthorne, I'll have you know I'm a Hemlock through and through. The last heir of the Hemlock's fortune. That is, if sweet William actually listens, they say sourly. Bertie fields several more questions about current go-ons in New York's high society, of which he knows nothing. Before asking River about points of interest, I hear North Point Mines has some fascinating crystals, they answer. Gain 3 resources. Increase River Hawthorne's relationship level.
Well, you got your money back, plus some.
River Hawthorne.
Hey, Dirk, on next round, are you going north or south?
South.
You're going to the schoolhouse.
Oh, I didn't realize it connected down there. If you want to do it, you can do it, and I can go on something else, or you can go up.
I think I could accomplish more if I go here.
Because I'm 1, 2. It's going to be 3 actions for me to get anywhere else, and it's only 2 actions for you to get somewhere.
Okay, so let me go here and do Codex 15.
15. Vale Schoolhouse. The bell atop the schoolhouse rings 3 times as you approach, summoning children in animal masks. A young red-haired girl in a rabbit mask trips and falls on her way in, and you help her up. The thin, severe teacher invites you inside and gestures at the 2 bookshelves against the back wall. The Vale's meager community library. A stately middle-aged man with hickory brown skin and a gray beard peruses the other shelf as you look at the library's offerings. a few battered issues of Tales from Nevermore, a survival handbook, and a handwritten stack of old recipes. But where's Eddie? One of the children asks the teacher. She replies in a sing-song voice, Mother Rachel told me that Eddie has found her place and that we shouldn't worry about her. Now, what do we say? Mother Rachel knows best, the class says, sings in unison. You may either draw a card or gain a resource.
Uh, your call, man. Oh, you didn't gain your 3 resources? Or
I did. I did.
Oh, this is you. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Find William Hemlock and put him into play in the schoolhouse.
Yeah, he's book 2 to succeed. Yeah,
That's 2 for you.
it's gonna be rough. Yep, that's my actions.
Okay. All right.
You only did 2 though, right?
No, I did this one,
Oh, you did that one. Okay.
Parlayed River, then moved over.
Move me up and then I'll do what's my parlay action up there?
You haggle for goods and chat with the locals. Codex 14.
Oh, just read. Okay.
Didn't you go first?
I didn't
Did
tell
I
you.
go first? Okay. What? 14? Tad's General Store. The rustic general store also doubles as a pharmacy. A balding middle-aged man with a bandaged arm stands behind the counter and introduces himself as Tad. We're so happy to have visitors in the Vale. I know Mother Rachel is just off her rocker with excitement to see fresh new faces, and it's good for business too. I'll give you a newcomer discount today if you're buying anything. It goes without saying, but you're all invited to the community meal this evening. You may spend 1 resource to search your deck for an item card and play it, ignoring its cost. Any investigator who has not resolved this effect may trigger this codex again.
You know, let's do it just so I can see if there's anything else that catches my, oh, wow. Okay.
And then we get Judith Park.
The item?
Yep. Did you spend 1 to do it?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll bring out a talisman of protection.
Good. All right. And that was one.
That was it. Nobody showed up, or somebody did.
Yeah, that's it. Judith Park.
Oh, I didn't have Judith Park because I was looking at my.
I mean, you should still have one more action left, right?
He's got 1 action left. Yeah.
So Judith is while you control her, you may take an additional action during your turn, which can only be used to fight. Ooh, Judith is the muscle.
What's your will?
So X resources, where X is the current
You
day
move
number.
here
I will spend 2
and
resources.
trigger
I will
Leah.
spend a
I
resource.
can move here and trigger
Wait.
William because she is a 2 fight, and he is a 2 books.
Okay, so that'll be all my actions to get over there.
Right. Well, same thing. Yeah.
What is
One
our day
shooter,
number?
but I mean,
Day 1 or 0?
yeah, we're day 1.
Day 1.
Day 1. Okay, I'll spend 1 resource to parlay and read 7.
Parlay and read 7. So yeah, that'll be our whole, but we're only going to get 1 more turn. So that's the way to get the best chance, I think. Judith Park. You approach a compact woman in a handsome hunting jacket who eyes you like a hawk. You introduce yourself and the survey, and she flicks ash from the tip of her cigar. Name's Judith Park. I'm the muscle around here, which mostly means shooting rowdy animals. They look all nice and friendly during the day, but they get weird at night. Some of them have started to look a little strange too. Occasionally, one will wander into the village, and I have to introduce them to old Jane. She brandishes the hunting rifle as long as she is tall. Impressed, you ask if she's available for hire. The young woman sizes you up. Your friend Marquez hired me to escort her to Eastwick Bog today, but be prepared if you come along. You may play a weapon card from your hand, ignoring its cost, and increase Judith's level.
Okay, well, I do not have a weapon in my hand.
Okay. then she is less impressed. Should always be prepared.
I already have a weapon in play.
Always be prepared.
I
Okay.
am prepared.
All right. So that's everybody.
Yes.
All right. So buck and a card. Yeah, got my buck up $5.
All right, 4.
And this is the last turn.
You are correct.
All right.
So
So I'm thinking, yeah, you and I, James, should just swap places because I have a good chance of getting this, and you have a good chance of getting this.
I'm going to go up. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, which one do we want to try? What do we got here? This is the house and the church.
Yeah.
You want to try the house and the church? What do we think? I'm going to be able to try.
Whatever one you don't pick, we're not going to get to, so it doesn't really matter. It's dealer's choice.
Do the church. Except for the Heather church.
11.
I mean, we're not going to get to the person anyway, so because you're out of actions, right?
Nope.
Well, this is an action to trigger this. So this is your third action. You move 2. Dirk.
Oh,
You move 2.
oh wait. Well, what's going in the middle then?
This one's already been done.
That one's already been done.
Yeah. Theo. Yeah, I did Theo. Yeah. So you're just going to be able to do the locations ability. That's it.
Let's do it. Whatever.
What number is it?
I can't read it from here.
James, what number was
It was
it?
11.
The old mill. Dr. Marquez leans precarious. Wait, we already did this one, didn't we?
11.
Oh, 11. Oh, Hemlock Chapel. The small chapel atop the Vale's northern hill has a hushed, stately air. Small buds have been grafted in such a way to suggest planks themselves are blooming. While you admire the strange phenomenon, 2 women in white gold cloaks approach. You ask them more about the chapel and their faith, and they usher you inside. A stylized quilt at the back portrays a warped, many-armed mythological being with numerous eyes and wings. We built this chapel some 20 years ago, but it didn't see much use until our revival. Mother Rachel has always called us children of the stars. I suppose this is one such star. The 2 women go silent as Mother Rachel enters the chapel. You may either draw a card or gain a resource.
Gain the resources. I don't need more cards.
Uh,
Puts me back to 5.
put Mother Rachel at the chapel, which we won't get to. All right. I will go next, I guess. 1, 2, and I'll trigger William.
Oh, can't come across.
Oh, crap, then we can't do it.
Somebody can go to Mother Rachel, or you can try the one you're at.
So you can't get here either then.
No, so you might be best just to try to
Well, it's fight of 2, and I'm a 2.
wash.
Well, what's
Oh.
Mother Rachel?
Mother Rachel is a will.
What's your will? Your will's also a 2.
Yeah, I have no fight cards. What? Oh,
Mother Rachel's will,
she's Will? Oh,
and James can't get to her.
but I'm a 2.
The other one is you can try up here. Then, if you can't do it, because you can do the
2.
action and then do whatever that is.
Hope that I can do it. Yeah, 'cause I only have 5 cards in my hand, so I kind of don't want to. I mean, I'm going to get to draw one more card, so I could spin 1 card. All right, I'll come up here, and it's 13. The Atwood House. The old Empire-style banner is handsome at a distance, but looks faded and worn as you approach. An old woman with smoky brown skin and an ashen complexion sits in a wheelchair at the entrance. Her hands shake as she lets out a weak cough. It's time, Sylvia, an elderly man emerges from the house and starts when he sees you. Oh, visitors. Already? You can call me Brother David, and this is Sister Sylvia. I'm Mother Rachel's husband. We're so happy you're here. As he pushes Sylvia inside, you hear rustling branches around the side of the house. I may either draw a card or gain a resource. I'll draw a card. I have 5 resources. Search the set aside Simeon Atwood. And
So Simeon Atwood is if you control him, you get +1 dexterity. You can parlay to test dexterity 2. If you succeed, read 3.
Dexterity 2. Okay, that I can probably do. I have 2 copies of field work, so I'm at +3 right now. Okay, so I succeed. 3, 2.
Yes.
No, read 3.
Oh, read 3. So the test was a 2.
All right, Simeon Atwood. Fire in the hole! Shouts a voice, followed by a
Pyro.
shower of sparks and firecrackers. A white dog barrels through the smoke towards you, and you are assaulted with a friendly lick. A chubby, freckled young man with a shock of bright red hair follows. Ah, marbles, I thought you were Theo. Lay off, Digby, he tells the dog, then drops to his knees to gather the debris. Sorry about that. I'm Simone. My mom's you should be talking to him. My mom's always been cooking for Auntie Rachel. He searches a red range swift of heartwood skin on his neck. Auntie Rachel and we get 5 lashes if we litter in the Vale. You ask him about any points of interest on the island. You're not allowed to go to the mines up in Pearl Ridge. I claim them for my secret society, the young man says. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for a tactical trick card, add it to your hand. Increase Simon and Atwood's relationship level. I don't know if I have tactics or trick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, we got
8, 9. Wait. Nope. Mostly tools. Nope. All right. Well, there's my 3.
All right. My one attempt at booking William Hemlock.
Well, you got 3 attempts technically.
I'm going to boost me up to. I think I do have 3 attempts. Let me do it this way. Let me try flat first.
So the difficulty's 2, and you are
2.
so you're +0. Okay.
-2. -3. Now I will put these 2 in. And now we're, yeah, +2.
Wait, you do. Oh, you have plenty of cards. So
Yeah.
you don't want to keep it prepared for the worst for the scenario.
This is motivational speech.
Oh, motivational speak. Oh, okay. I thought it was prepared for the worst.
It failed anyway. That was a -4.
All right. Well,
Fail, 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 and fail.
fail, fail, and fail. All right. A buck and a card, which I'll lose a buck.
Yo, Judith, Judith was somewhere out there. I don't remember where Judith was. Judith was over there.
Where's the? Oh, okay. So buck and a card. And I have an extra card and an extra buck. Okay. So turn 6 scenario.
I've got my opening hand right
Okay.
there.
Birdie approaches, absolutely winded. Dr. Marquez requests your immediate presence. He huffs, butting into your conversation. And believe me, she will not like it if you're late at all. Each investigator resigns, page 9. That's on the back of this. Okay. Well, I did flip it.
Does something happen if you flip it?
If you flip this act while or after playing the Dawn of the First Day prelude, read the following.
Uh-oh. I hope this wasn't bad.
I just was seeing if there was anything on the back, but okay.
There apparently is.
Yeah. The sweetness of the air and the vibrant colors are overwhelming. Your pulse is electric. A goose flesh creeps up your arm and your skin prickles, almost as if under an invisible caress. You are not alone. You never were alone, but the one with you, the one who is with you is you and 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 You catch yourself staring up at the glassy sky, bewildered and drunk with wonder. You, and only you, earn one bonus experience. Do not spend it until instructed.
That's rude.
But something bad's probably going to happen.
Rude.
Hello? All right, so we get a bonus XP, and we R1. Dirk had to take a phone call, folks, but we're going to continue.
Sadly, we have lives outside of board gaming.
Well, some people do, I guess. All right, R1. You meet Dr. Marquez and Bertie back at the crossroads. After you after you each share some possible leads for the survey, the professor lays out the map of Hemlock Isle. I didn't expect the village to be so religious, says Dr. Marquez. Bertie lights up in response. They almost seem to be living in some trans trans transcendental ideal. I have no idea what they actually believe, mind you, and they seem friendly enough. Friendly is a word for it, Dr. Marquez smiles grimly. We have a good 3 days before the island is overrun with tourists. I hate tourists. That sounds rather ill mattered given the celebration, Bertie ventures. Dr. Marquez gives him a wide look. What I mean is that they'll disrupt the local habitat, so our time is limited. We can split up to cover more ground, or we can stick together. Theo has volunteered to drive us anywhere we need to go, and even said we could take his truck at night, though we aren't to tell Mother Rachel. Given the stories of deadly wildlife, I've hired Judith to accompany me to Eastwick Bog. Either of you are welcome to join. Um, just be back by sundown. I plan to take a walk in the western woods, Bertie says. Alone, if you don't mind. If Miss Alderton's descriptions are to be believed, they shall be quite stunning. You consider your options. Make preparations for your first survey. Choose one asset in your play area to keep for the next scenario. It must be one that doesn't normally start in play. Discard each other asset and attachment to your in your play area, except for those that start each game in play. Discard down to your opening hand.
Okay.
Um, Field work. I've got a plan. Ooh, I got some good cards. Which one?
I pretty much have my kit.
I'll get rid of that card, I guess. Um, then shuffle your discard pile into your deck. Your current hand is your opening hand for the next scenario. You will not draw a new opening hand or take a mulligan. Discard down to your starting resources.
Ooh, going down from 8 to 5.
Yep, you got robbed.
I only lost one.
I lost one as well. Add an auto fail token to the bag. So bag one auto fail. Okay. When setting up the next scenario, skip steps 1 to 8 of setting up the game on page 27 of the rulebook. Okay. The investigators must choose where to survey today. You will have the opportunity to survey multiple areas over the course of the campaign. So we go to the north. The abandoned Northern Point mine lies empty and overrun with strange wildlife. To brave the dangers of written in rock, turn to page 10. To the south, the old Hemlock House is said to be host to a strange infestation. To investigate Hemlock House, turn to page 14. The devastated Pearl Ridge up northwest is covered in a persistent layer of white ash. To explore the silent heath, turn to page 19. Northeast is Aquan, a dwindling settlement of Abenaki, and mariners on a desolate coastline. To save the lost sister, turn to page 23. Dr. Marquez believes Eastwick Bog is to the southeast, may be the origin of the sample that drew you here. To discover the thing in the depths, turn to page 27.
What? I want to go to the Mariners.
Baseball game?
You're not playing Silas.
But no. Said something about discovering the lost sister.
Yeah. You want to do that, James?
Sure.
All right. So, yeah. So, we're going to do the lost sister for day one. So, that will be the scenario. That will be the next video. So, hope you guys tune in for that. And I feel like for those who saw the first one, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we gained reputation with 5.
Just over half the people.
Yeah, last time I think we had 2. So I think we did a lot better than we did the first time around. All right. So we hope you join us. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hey folks, if you like that, we got more videos. There should be one over here. There should be one about here, and you can subscribe down here. Thank you.